Good day, we are the presenter for today. I am Rochelle Aisubiate.
I'm Frances Andrea Ramos.
I'm Cheska Nicole P. Bergonia.
And we are gonna discussing the labor productivity featuring employment and unemployment. So, these are the objectives. To understand the concept of labor productivity and its significance in economic growth and development. To analyze the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on employment levels in the Philippines and its implications for labor productivity. Analyze the trends and patterns of employment in the Philippines. Examine the factors influencing unemployment rates in the Philippines, such as economic fluctuations, technological advancement, and skills mismatch. And lastly, identify the challenges and opportunities related to labor market informality and its impact on productivity and job quality.
First, is labor productivity. Labor productivity refers to the output produced by each unit of labor input. High labor productivity indicates that workers are producing output, which is vital for higher production level, lowers production cost, and stimulates economic development. Number two, employment refers to the state of being engaged in paid work or other jobs. Employment is an essential indicator of economic well-being, as it reflects the number of people able to contribute to the production and consumption of goods and services. A high level of employment signifies a labor market, lower poverty rates, and a stronger middle class. It improves income distribution, reduces inequality, and enhances social stability. Moreover, with more people engaged in productive work, there is an expansion in overall consumer demand, which fuels economic growth investment opportunities. Last, number three, unemployment refers to the situation where individuals who are willing and able to work are actively seeking employment but are unable to find suitable job opportunities. It refers to the number of individuals in the labor force who are actively seeking employment but are currently jobless. Unemployment is a critical concern of any economy as it signifies underutilization of the workforce and leads to waste productive potential. High unemployment rates result in reduced consumer spending, lower tax revenues, increased social welfare spending, and a strain on the government's finances. It also contributes to social unrest and inequality. Thus, combating unemployment through various policy measures such as job creation, skill development, and economic diversification is crucial for sustaining economic growth and social welfare in the Philippines. Overall, labor productivity, employment, and unemployment are intertwined factors that impact the Philippine economy significantly. By improving labor productivity and creating more employment opportunities while minimizing unemployment, the economy can achieve sustainable economic growth, reduce poverty, and enhance the well-being of its citizens. Next slide.
So, as we can see from the data that I got from the Philippine Statistic Authority or PSA, the unemployment and employment rates in the Philippines have experienced a significant decrease during the pandemic, which is the year 2020. So, one major reasons for the decrease in employment rates during the COVID-19 pandemic is the economic downturn caused by the health crisis. The implementation of community quarantines and restrictions on movement had a severe impact on businesses, especially those in sectors such as tourism, hospitality, and retail. With reduced consumers spreading and limited operations, many businesses were forced to downsize or close temporarily, leading to job losses and a decline in employment opportunities. Another significant factor contributing to the decrease in employment rates is the disruption in global supply chains. The pandemic affected international trade and transportation, causing delays and shortages of raw materials and goods, and as a result, industries heavily reliant on imports or exports face challenges in maintaining their operations, leading to job losses. So additionally, the pandemic significantly impacted consumer behavior, with many individuals cutting back on non-essential spending due to financial uncertainty and health concerns. This decline in consumer demand further affected businesses, leading to reduced production and subsequently job losses. So moreover, the pandemic also brought about a shift in work arrangements. Many companies implemented remote work and flexible arrangement to ensure the safety of their employees. While this allowed some businesses to continue operations, it also led to decrease in traditional employment opportunities, particularly for those in industries that required physical presence. So, as you can see in the table, during 2019, labor force participation rate and employment rates are very high, and the unemployment rate is just 5.1. But during the pandemic, uh, the unemployment rate become 10.3. So, which means na sobrang nag-decrease yung unemployment. But during 2021, 2022, and 2023, makikita natin na nag-increase yung employment at nag-decrease yung unemployment, which is napakagandang pagbabago. So, while the rise in employment is a positive development, there are still important issues that need to be addressed. So, next slide. So, issues. Next. So, one ongoing challenge is the impact of technological disruption and job displacement. So, as technology advances, it often replaces certain job roles and tasks, leading to job losses and unemployment. Just like Jollibee, instead of using manpower, meron na silang robotics. Meron ng parang robot na umiikot, and yun na din yung parang nag-aano sa mga tao, nag-provide ng service. So, in the Philippines, this issue is particularly relevant as many industries are experiencing automation and digitalization. While the recent increase in employment rates is encouraging, we must not overlook the fact that many individuals have been displaced from their jobs due to technological advancement. This trend is likely to continue as business seeks to improve efficiency and competitiveness through automation and artificial intelligence. So, to address this issue, it is crucial for the government and industries to invest in upskilling and reskilling programs by providing opportunities for individuals to learn new skills and adapt to evolving job requirements. We can minimize the negative impact of technological disruption. Additionally, fostering an environment that encourages entrepreneurship and innovation can create new job opportunities in emerging industries. So, another significant issue that needs attention is the problem of skills mismatch. which contributes to unemployment. So, many individuals in the Philippines face challenges in finding suitable employment due to mismatch between the skills they possess and the skills demanded by the job market. So, despite the recent increase in the employment rate, there are still individuals who remain unemployed because their skills does not align with the available job opportunities. This mismatch creates a barrier to employment and hinders economic growth. So to tackle this issue, it is essential to improve the education and training systems in the Philippines, enhancing vocational training programs and aligning them with industry needs can bridge the gap between the skills of the workforce and the demand of the job market. Additionally, promoting lifelong learning and continuous skill development can help individuals adapt to changing job requirements and increase their employability. So the two issues will be discussed by the next reporter.
The third issue is the labor market informality. Labor market informality refers to the prevalence of jobs that lack formal contracts, social security, and legal protections. In the Philippines, a significant portion of the workforce is engaged in informal employment, often characterized by low wages and limited job security. Solutions may include promoting formalization through policy incentives, improving access to education and training for better job opportunities, and enhancing social protection measures for informal workers. So the last issue is the gender disparities in employment. Gender disparities in employment exist in the Philippines, with women facing challenges such as wage gaps and limited access to certain occupations. Addressing these issues requires implementing policies that promote gender equality, ensuring equal pay for equal work, providing support for work life balance, and fostering an inclusive work environment. Additionally, initiatives to empower women through education and skills development can contribute to narrowing the gender gap in the workforce. So, here are here is our references. Oh, that's all. Thank you.